Hello everyone, this is Mr. Valiant with another how-to video on Google Tools. Today we're going to be talking about Google Drive. If you click on the waffle here, you can find Google Drive. And this is loading up my personal Google Drive that I use for my classroom that has all of my information. And what Google Drive really is it's just a big storage that you have access to that you can create all different types of documents and all different types of resources for your classroom, for your teaching, for just about anything you need. I typically use Google Classroom for Google Docs, Google Slides. I've made my math website on there, as you can see, and different rubrics and different sites. You can use Google Earth on here and upload things. But to start, basically, what your drive looks like, if you click the My Drive tab, is you can see that I have mine organized into folders. So you can create folders and you can create documents by clicking the New button. The New button gives you all the options and even some more options here. Um, and there might be even more options than what you have because your district may give different tools and different extensions to you that you can use this for. And you can make all different new ones. Again, I typically use Google Docs and Google Slides for my classroom. I teach sixth grade math, so it's a little bit easier. And occasionally I'll use Google Forms just for entrance and exit tickets or just some quizzes. But if you're trying to make a new folder, you just click on New Folder. You'll name the folder. And once you do that, it loads your folder right into your drive. And if you want to place items in that folder, you just double click on it. Here's the name of my folder. Again, I go to the New button. And if I want to make a Google Doc, I'd click on Google Doc and that'll create a new one. I can do a blank document, a template, same thing with Google Slides. I can do a blank presentation or a one that's already created from a template. Same thing with Google Form. I can make a form, a blank quiz. I can use a template that's already been created. Um, Google Drawings is another option. Yeah, for those of you that teach art or you know use different types of drawings and items like that. Maps, it's good for Google Sites. You can insert your Google site right in here. You can build one inside this folder so you don't even have to save it in there. So it's very flexible and has a lot of options that you can use it for. The nice thing is like you don't have to worry about saving things on a jump drive. You don't have to worry about saving things on the old school discs or anything like that. It all just saves right here in your drive, and you can upload your drive to just about anything. If you use Google Classroom, you can use that right up to your Google Classroom. All of these documents can be uploaded to your Google Classroom as well. As you can see, I have all different types of folders that I use in here. The nice thing about the folders too is that you can color coordinate them. As you can see, I did a few of mine. So if I wanted to change this, um, I can organize it and make my folder color green so it's a little bit easier to find. And there's other options too. You can open this. If your district, again, has different options to open it, you can download it and you can upload it to some kind of jump drive or storage device. You can share folders with your colleagues. Um, you can move them or add a shortcut so it's a little bit easier to find. And this is just more information about it. Now, if you don't like it, you can delete it, and it's in there for, I believe, up to 90 days, and you can retrieve it from your trash if you need to. Inside Google Drive, there's a bunch of different things that you can look at as well. If you click the arrow here, this lists all your folders that you have created. Here's the one that we created for this class. And if you click on that, it's a shortcut to it. There's shared drives. So if somebody shares a drive with you, this is an old grade 5 one that I have that's still shared with me in a social studies when I taught social studies, when I taught fifth grade a few years ago. So there's different shared drives that if a colleague puts something into it, it'll come up on your shared drive as well. These are all documents that have been shared with me either by students or colleagues. Here's some of our work from my grad school class. And you can see that here's our state scores for the previous year, how the students did. Um, and again, just things that have been shared with me by students and by staff members. Your recent is all your recent documents that have come up. So Google Meet how-to video that I created, Google Classroom how-to video I created, all of that has been uploaded here to Drive. And then different things, my chapter 1 probability lesson that I teach, favorite number project that I've created for my students, and so on and so forth. All your starred things, if you made something starred, which I typically don't do, I color coordinate. I have, a specific numerical way of ordering them so I can find them, or I move them to my favorites. You can find them here. And then there's spam, trash, and then how much storage that you've used. Typically, your school district, if you're a Google district, it doesn't matter how much you use, you can't really run out. So, and then there's activity tracker and things like that as well. But homepage, you can see the suggested folders, the ones that I commonly use the most. Same thing with suggested files, things that I've been pulling up more and more, and things of that nature. But if I wanted to create something new in my drive and I wanted to create a Google slideshow, I would just click on Google slideshow, and that's going to create this, and we'll just name it Google Drive example. And that is going to automatically go into my Google Drive as a Google slide. And then I have options, just like all slides, to pick a template here off to the side, or if I don't like that, I can just pick a background that I like of my own with colors and options. The themes, again, are what came up here originally. And then you can pick layouts and transitions and things like that. Okay. But that's pretty much it with Google Drive. It's pretty, user friendly. You can um, do what you want with it. Some people have nothing in their Google Drive. Some people, like myself, have tons of stuff in their Google Drive, and it's a lot easier to use. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section below, or any suggestions. I love learning more about it as much as I can.